Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our friends. The Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame. Search for them on Facebook. Central Minnesota Pond Racing, some of the best vintage snowmobile racing in the Midwest. Crane's Snowmobile Museum, 172 Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire. The Vintage Snowmobile Club of America Quarterly Magazine. The New Hampshire Snowmobile Museum at Bear Brook State Park in Allenstown, New Hampshire. The Benedim YouTube channel, some of the best vintage snowmobile videos on YouTube. Ben's Vintage Mini Bike Podcast, the second Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Muscle Car Show and Tell Podcast, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Second Chance Upholstery and Automotive, custom snowmobile and automotive upholstery in Derby, Vermont. I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Lastly, if you decide to advertise with the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, I have a robust lineup of vintage snowmobile entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time viewing the podcast tonight, I hope you have a good time with us, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this podcast normally simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube, but we're having an issue with Facebook right now. So we're only going out on YouTube. But wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. To our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. We got comments aplenty coming in. Let's take a few, and we will get this party started. Let's see, our good friend Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers is here. He does a great Facebook page and YouTube channel. Be sure and look for that. He says, good evening, watching from rainy and dreary Carterville, New York. Looking forward to a great episode. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. Our good friend, longtime friend, Armin Buto is here. He said, it must be Thursday night. Looking forward to a good show as we, something about the vintage ride. They're doing a vintage ride in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire on the 14th. Another event coming up is the one on the 21st. Both should be super. More details later on. In fact, his partner in crime, Ray Lacasse, is going to be coming on second half of the podcast to talk up that event. Armin Buto also says, feeling the pull of not one but 2 vintage rides coming up in Pittsburgh in the next couple of weeks. More details coming up. Oh, and our good friend Mike Cohn says, greetings from north of Highway 8. He's at Maple Camp right now, and he is the publisher of the Vintage Snowmobile magazine, a good friend, and we appreciate all the things we do collaboratively with him. That is a mouthful, collaboratively. Brian Van Haverbeek, our good friend, is here saying good evening. Nice to see you. Mike Whiteside, another great friend. Good evening from Hank, the Wonder Lab. He and the Wonder Lab are watching the podcast tonight, and always good to have a Wonder Lab in the house. Let's see. Oh, John Spranger Jr. is here saying good evening from Elin, Wisconsin. He's a regular viewer and a great friend from the very beginning. Appreciate that. Rich Shad is here saying good evening from rainy Cleveland, New York. Mother Nature is off her meds again. Yes, and I think that's headed east to where we are. It was beautiful today, but I think we've got some rain coming. David from Alaska Railroad is here saying good evening. Working great on my end. Glad to hear it. He sent me some images we're going to be playing a little later tonight in the second half. So we've got that to look forward to. Benedim is here. Eric with the Benedim YouTube channel, another good friend and collaborative partner. It says loud and clear from Camden, New York. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel. Just search for Benedim on YouTube. He does an excellent channel of vintage snowmobiling. Mad Dog is here. Randy from Wisconsin. Good evening, everyone. Coming in good. Glad to hear that. And thank you for joining us. KPC 40, Kevin Culhane says, sounds good, Sudbury, Ontario. Great to see you. Cat Dudes is here. Hello, Mike, regular viewer from Michigan. Looking forward to the show. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate that. Armin Buto is here. Loud and clear, Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. Excellent. Joe Zenert is here. Hey, how you doing, Joe? Nice to see you. I'm not sure what that is, but good evening all. Looking forward to another great fun-filled show. 40 degrees in northwest Minnesota. We can now jet ski in the ditches. Cool deal. Sorry about butchering your name. I couldn't quite get that name, but thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. And Bonnie Holbrook. Oh, yes, Jim Holbrook. Must be Jim Holbrook's wife. Thetford Center, Vermont, regular viewer. Jim is a good friend. And as we transition here, I'm going to pop an image of where the heck is that? We saw Jim at the Crane Show. That's Midge and I with Jim Holbrook a couple of weeks ago. I had a great visit with him. But yeah, the gang is all here. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Great, Mike. How are you?
Doing good, Mike.
Evening, Rob.
Hello, Mitch. Good to see you this week.
John.
Hey, doing good here. Can't complain.
Yeah. Well, we've got a full house tonight. Our good friend John Sinna is here. I pronounced that correctly, right?
Yeah, you did this time. Yep, that sounds good.
No, I've been struggling with that, and I apologize. But
That's all right.
John is a serious collector of Speedway snowmobiles, and in just a moment, he's going to give us some show and tell. He's out there in his I don't know if it's a barn or garage, but he's going to do some show and tell. So whenever you're ready, John, switch that camera around and we'll take a look. In fact, while you're doing that, I'll take some more comments here. Oh, this is Midnight Rider. Okay, I got you now. I didn't recognize the excellent. So let me change things up a bit, and there you go. The show is yours, John. Tell us what we're looking at.
Well, right here, these three speedways right here, I built from scratch. I had every nut and bolt and wire off of them, rivet, and I built them the way I wanted to put them. Mobile, but I did what I wanted to do with them, and I just think the black looks pretty good compared to the metallic blue. This one right here is an original 295 Speedway, 1973 295. They're pretty rare, about as rare as the 650 Speedways are. I've got a 76 Merc Snow Twister sitting there. That's a fun one to run. This one right here, this tunnel was tapered back in the early 70s by a guy named Jerry France. I found this thing in a pig barn in Ohio. Took it and stripped it all down. Had everything recoated or repowder coated. And I did something that the Speedway gods probably don't like. I put a 540 Yamaha fan cooled engine in it. That's where I came up with the a good friend of mine came up with that name, called it the Yamaway. And this thing, it turned out pretty good. As you can see, there's the engine sitting in. Does have a Yamaha tank on it. When I talked to Jerry, he said it had a Yamaha seat on the back. From being pretty much disintegrated. Here sits a Speedway hood. Speedway sent sleds to Canada, so they ended up putting the Canadian flags on them. And then you go up here, I got a few Kohler 650s sitting there. I had 9 of them, but I sold a couple here the other day. I figured I didn't need them all. And those 2 Speedways that are sitting up there are Sachs fan cooleds. They're 72s. And that carcass that's sitting over there is a 650 chassis. God darn mini bike. I was going to show you the mini bike here. That fell over here. Hang on a second here, guys.
Sure.
What's that, Mike?
Those ones on the rack, those are
Here, I got a speed. Also, I got a Speedway. I got a 650 Speedway. Also, I got a 650 Speedway. Also, I got a 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 The ones in the rack are, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. Probably sell the 2 fanners and then maybe I put the other one together. I have no idea.
Sure. But I know Ben is going to want a closer look at that mini bike.
Yeah, that was a beauty.
I didn't know Speedway made a mini bike.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't either.
I guess everybody wanted to compete with Rupp.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but they're all Speedway parts.
Oh, amazing.
Suppose it's kind of,
Wow.
yeah, it's
Wow.
all Speedway stuff. I bought 2 or 3 guys out that had a lot of Speedway parts.
Yay.
So it's kind of nice to have those parts laying around when you want to start putting sleds together.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. They're good looking sleds.
John, where were they
Yeah, I think
manufactured?
they were made in Mansfield, Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here was the other thing I was going to show you guys. This suspension right here supposedly was built by Tom Earhart. Do you guys all heard of Tom Earhart? It's aluminum. He made aluminum suspension for the 73, 74 Speedways when they were racing them back in the day.
Wow.
Wow. And they were
I
going
had
for
it all
weight reduction.
powered. Yeah, that's what they did it for. Yep. Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's what we got going on in this garage.
That's amazing.
That
Now,
is.
we've got comments aplenty coming in here, people reacting to this. Let's see what we've got for people reacting. We've got Snowmobiling 511. It's Sean from Massachusetts checking in. Armand Buto says, always remember Speedway advertising. Think of it as the blue Ferrari, he says. Yes, I remember those
Yeah, the
ads.
blue Ferrari. Yep.
And then Ben says, nice collection, John. Maybe we can get you to talk up your beautiful unrestored Speedway mini bike that you had posted recently. And I'm sure.
I sold that one here 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And any more to tell us about that mini bike? Because I know Ben he does the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page and YouTube channel. And
This mini bike that I showed you pictures of sitting here, that is a real Speedway mini bike, except somebody put a Harbor Freight engine on it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to tell you, it's 48 miles an hour and it's scary.
Wow.
I won't do it.
What
That's
did
pretty
Speedway have
fascinating.
on it for a motor?
I think it was the Tecumsehs. Little 5-horse Tecumsehs.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, that's fast enough.
Oh,
yeah, it was a cool mini bike, but then I had it for a couple of years and I just kind of added it to the collection to make it, add to the Speedway stuff. And I just thought, it's time to let it go.
Yeah.
Let somebody else enjoy it.
Sure. And then Mike Whiteside says it's a sweet collection. And then Ben says Speedways rule. Cat Dudes says that's the first time I've seen a Speedway that wasn't blue. For sure. And Midnight Rider says,
can I tell you the story about how they became black?
please, yeah, I was hoping you'd tell us about that. Go ahead.
Okay, here's the deal. This is what I was told from the guys back that ran these black labels in the day. They drank black label beer and they wanted to go racing. So they had the Speedway snowmobiles and then they went after Black Label and said, would you guys sponsor our race team? So that's how the name, the Black Labels, came upon.
Very cool.
Is it 100% true? It's just, I've heard that a couple, 2-3 times from some old timers, and that's how they came up with the name Black Label, because of the Black Label beer.
Nice.
I haven't seen Black Label for years, but it was very popular at one time.
Yeah, they still make it. It comes out of Canada. Valdi starter. You guys probably heard of Valdi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought me a 12-pack down 2 years ago from Canada. He goes, here you go, drink up.
Yeah.
That's because no one up here drinks it.
Matter of fact, here's still one of the cans right here.
There it
There we
is.
go.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid in the early 70s, that was my father's brand.
That was very
No.
popular back then.
Yeah, that was his
You know,
go-to.
a couple of them tasted pretty good at first, and then, yeah, they started getting to me a little bit. So I kind of savored them. A couple here and a couple there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Now we've got more comments coming in. Midnight Rider says, "What brand of motors were in the Speedway factory sleds? Was that a
Kohler.
Sachs or
Kohler.
Okay, yeah.
All had Kohler free airs except for they built the fanners that they built in 72, 3 and 4. In 72 were Saxes, and in 73 and 74 was a Kohler fan cooled.
Yeah.
340.
Nice.
Now, does Speedway have a line of clothing like Guarded Cat and Snowjet and all them did?
They didn't have much. They had suits. They had a one piece. They had two pieces. They, a couple, they had hats, but nothing like Artie Cat and them had. But I have 3 complete suits now, the Speedway suits.
Nice.
Yeah. Will they fit me? No.
I hear it. Now, Mike Cohn is saying Certified Parts Corporation had the Speedway mini bikes after Speedway folded. Good info. And Mike is the owner of the Vintage Snowmobile magazine. We'll put a graphic up for that a little later. Let's see. Ivan Mayu says, great Speedway collection. I'm the proud owner of a 73 295 with 91 original miles. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a keeper.
That's a keeper. This one here had 76 on it when I bought it, and then I rode it, but I think 14 miles at the Midwest Ride-In this year. So
Yeah.
it jumped up a little bit.
Sure. And then Mad Dog said, nice sleds. I thought they were always a good looking sled. Yes. And Ben says, like Rupp, the Speedway generally use the Tecumseh HS40 with torque converters, but I'm certain models they both used a Sachs 2-stroke.
That must have been on the mini bikes, I take it.
Oh, possibly,
Yeah.
yes. Because Ben's a
on
mini
the
bike guy.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben's a mini bike guy, yeah. And then Mike Cohn says, I believe they used the both the Tecumsehs and a mini cycle engine with a gearbox on the fancier ones, probably a Sox. Yeah.
Yes, they actually Speedway did. When I sold that Speedway mini bike to that guy, I gave him an original literature of all the bikes that Speedway made, and they did have some bigger bikes in there with spoke wheels and bigger engines. Yeah,
Nice.
So he probably is correct.
Nice. And since Mike Cohn is in the house and he's sharing so much information with us, we're going to reciprocate the love with a shameless show of a banner here to help promote his magazine. He does the Vintage Snowmobile magazine. It's the reference for this hobby. And if you haven't subscribed to it, you need to, vscmagazine.com. And we thank Mike for being here tonight and sharing information with us. But yes, please continue, John.
I don't know I'll just answer any questions you guys got the best I can,
Sure.
Was Speedway a fast machine at the races?
Yes,
The
they
name
were.
sounds
I
fast.
think they were more of a straight line sled. From what I heard, I talked to a couple of guys that did race them on the circle tracks. They didn't handle like the other 72s, 3s, and 4 sleds, but down the straightaway they were pretty fast.
Nice.
Yeah. I think what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to go back. I'm going to pull a couple hoods off.
Sure,
And then
yeah.
I'll show you what the underside of these things look like.
Definitely.
A lot of people haven't seen how engine sits
Sure.
in these.
And while you're doing that, John, we're going to bring Ray Lacasse in. He's going
This
to be
one
on
here-
later in the second half. How you doing, Ray?
Great, Mike. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Right?
You too. Hey, Midge, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
Hello, Ray.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
We're just hanging out. For anyone just joining us, including Ray, we're hanging out with John Sinna. He's showing us his Speedway collection, and he's pulling the hood off of one of them now to show us.
I'll get a couple hoods off here.
Sure. So while we're doing
All right, this
that,
here-
I know Midge had a good weekend. Did you want to tell us about that real quick, Midge, while he's taking his hoods off? Oh, can you hear us, Midge?
I think
I
Mitch
think
just
we-
froze up.
Yeah, I think we're struggling with bandwidth right now. Yeah, he just logged off, and I think John is freezing up too. But Ray, how are the conditions, the snow conditions in Pittsburgh right now?
Still got a ton of snow.
Excellent.
Yeah, we got a lot of snow, and we got a warm up coming in, but the trails are really good. Trail right here in town is getting a little bit thin, but that's thin no matter if we had 10 feet of snow or 20 feet of snow.
Sure.
But the long range weather forecast, once we get past next Wednesday, looks like we're going to get probably another foot and a half of snow.
Excellent.
There we are.
There we go.
We're back.
Yes.
Setting.
And
Boy,
yeah,
technology. I tell ya.
yeah, the gremlins are out this winter. There we go. So those hoods are off.
Yeah, the hoods are off. This one here is a 650.
A triple.
That's all motor.
Adapter right there, so you can keep that carburetor flat. And then this is another 650 that I built. Like I said, I built these things from scratch, took everything off of them. Those pipes that are on this sled here are original Tom Earhart 650 pipes that were on that carcass that's sitting on top of the hoist up there.
Yes. Okay.
And this one here is a little 340.
That's really impressive.
Very nice.
Very
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Very sharp.
thank you. Yeah.
That's
Nice
cool.
job.
That ain't too often you get to see that. Ain't too often you get to see that many speedways in one garage, and they all run, guys.
Nice.
Every one of them.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a serious collection right there. We appreciate that,
That is.
John.
Yeah, not
here
a
you go.
problem.
Okay.
I enjoy showing them off and taking them to shows. You know, a lot of people haven't seen speedways. They look at it and go,
Right.
when were these things made? You know, they only made like 3,000 of them, for what I've been told, in 3 years.
Wow.
Total 3,000. So that's not very many sleds.
So what would you say are some of the most unusual reactions you've had to these sleds?
It's hard to say. You know, you had so many. I mean, a lot of people just like, a lot of people say, "What is it?" That's a big one. What is it? Who made it? And you know, you just tell them Speedway, and then they go, "I've never seen one in my life." You know, which a lot of guys haven't. You know.
Sure.
I
I mean,
don't
especially
think
when
you've had one in your vintage ride yet, Ray. A Speedway.
No,
Yeah, that
I know.
was the Midwest Ride-In. Or what show are you talking about, Mitch?
Oh, the Ray's vintage ride he's going to have in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I made that a couple of 3 times, and we never saw a Speedway in there, so they're very rare.
Oh, yeah, they're rare. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got a good friend in these parts. When I say these parts, I'm talking about Midge and Ray and I. We live within an hour or so of each other. A good friend of ours, mutual friend of ours, bought one of your sleds, John.
Yes, he did. I talked to him yesterday, Ray.
Ray Parento, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. In fact, I need to get up to his place to do some video on that. I need to message him on that.
And that a Speedway fan cooler, that fan sled he has, I found that one for him pretty close out somewhere where he lives out there, from some lady
Wow.
that her
Yeah.
husband passed, and then he ended up buying from her.
I wonder if he'll bring that to Pittsburgh.
Is that show coming up in a couple weeks?
A week from this Saturday.
He said that he's taking a Speedway there, yes, because he has one in the trailer. And he said, I think it's the 650 he's going to take there.
So we're going to fix that then.
I'll get some pictures of that for you, Mike.
Yes, please do.
I have a guy that out of Ladysmith, Wisconsin, makes all the new fiberglass for me on those Speedways, and he has the new belly pan and hood fiberglass on his.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice. And I want to make sure that Midge caught that when you were logging out and back in, Midge. Sounds like Ray Parento is going to take that Speedway to Ray's ride here next weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're going to remedy that there's never been a Speedway on that ride.
Yeah, tell him to work it over hard.
Yeah.
Tell him he's got to get on it a little bit.
Yeah. That is an impressive sled. He had that over at Cranes there a few weeks ago, and that was really impressive.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So we're about at the bottom of the hour, and this is when we usually do AMSOIL, and we come back from AMSOIL. We're going to have Ray talk to us a little bit about this upcoming ride he's here to promote in Pittsburgh. But Rob, if you're ready, I'll put you full screen, and I've got that promo graphic ready too if you need it. And let's put you full screen. There we go.
Okay. A number of times we talked about the AMSOIL 2-cycle, 100-to-1. And being on this show, we talked about the Interceptor. And a lot of people with the old machines, race machines, they all want the Dominator oil. But today, since we're getting near the end of the season and it's time to put your snowmobile away, stabilizer is so important. Gas nowadays isn't as good as it used to be, and it does go bad. There's a number of different stabilizers on the market. AMSOIL, you only add 2 ounces to 5 gallons of gas, and it's good for 1 year, and it stops the ethanol problems and gas going bad. They recommend it's good for 2 strokes and 4 strokes. They recommend put it in and run it 4 to 5 minutes. Some of these people that add stabilizer that put their machine away and don't run it, I don't understand that. And if you're bringing your lawnmower, riding more, or stuff like that out, we have a product called Quick Shot. It dissolves the dirt and everything in the gas tank. It helps you eliminate ethanol problems too, but it's only good for 6 months. One of these bottles will clean up a vehicle for 5 gallons of gas. And to maintain that gas, keep it good, 1 bottle to 10 gallons of gas. Now, next week or week after, I'm off to do a show, a sportsman show in Toronto. And I just made this poster up. Doesn't show up very good. We have all the different oils available, the motorcycles, the ATVs, the snowmobile oils, automatic transmission fluid, all the additives, because I can't take all the products we have available to the show. So by doing something like this, I can tell people, yes, we have that available. There it is right there. Now, AMSOIL has a great promotion going on where you can get an AMSOIL catalog by clicking on the Mike site. And by getting this catalog, it shows you the prices in here, the oil, how much it retails for it. And if you pay $10, you can get a preferred count. You save 25% on all the products. So if you're looking at buying an AMSOIL product, click on the Mike's link. Save 25% in everything you order. Have it order $100 worth, get shipped right to your house. And every time you order something, they always have a promotion. What's the promotion going on this time, Mike?
It's a really good one. Let's see. I'll pop the graphic.
Order $49 worth, free shipping.
Yeah, and that's usually $100 to get that.
So if you're changing your motorcycle, you get free shipping right to your place. But to
That's
save on the AMSOIL product, click on the link down below, and you can become a preferred customer and buy everything at cost price. No minimums, no maximums. You can mix and match 2 bottles of this, 1 bottle of that. And AMSOIL has a lot of different products, but you can tell by the chart we have behind us, all the different engine oils, racing oils, motorcycle oils, gear lube, boat oils, ATV oils, filters. We have it all. So for more information, click on the Mike's link.
Yes, link in the description as well as my referral number. And when you use that link and referral number, this podcast benefits from that.
There we go.
Thank people for doing that. That's how we pay the bills here at the podcast, and we thank you so much for using my referral number. And I'm signed up as an AMSOIL dealer under Rob, so when you order through me, Rob and I both benefit, and it's a win for everybody, and it supports the podcast. But next up, we've got our good friend Ray Lacasse. He's got a vintage ride coming up on the 14th of the month. I'm going to put you full screen, Ray, and let you
Okay.
tell us all about it.
Well, we do have, this is a sixth annual Great Northwoods Vintage Snowmobile ride up in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. We've always had a pretty good turnout. First year we had probably close to 175 sleds, expecting probably close to that again this year. Snow conditions are great. We've got a ton of snow up here. Pittsburgh always gets a ton of snow. It's been very cold this winter. We've had good bases. A little bit of a warm up this week, but we're looking at long range forecast that we could get from a week from tomorrow through the weekend, a week from today through the weekend, close to a foot and a half of snow again. So, but that's a long range forecast. Who knows what's going to happen? So anyway, it starts at the registration starts at 9 a.m. There's a poster of it right there. It's going to go until 4 p.m. We expect everything to kind of wrap up around 2, but if people want to ride their sleds, the permit goes until 4 p.m. You do not need to register your sleds. It's permitted through the state. We're leaving in from the off-highway recreation vehicle parking lot on Back Lake Road. We're going to have a cookout. We're raffling off a 1978 440 Exciter. All the benefits to this goes to a great cause. It goes to the Pittsburgh Firemen's Association. They help out so many people, sick people, people that can't, that need help, people that get burned out of their houses, things that happen. So this is a great event. Some of the best trails you'll find in New England, with plenty of snow. Great conditions. Midge has been there. He's seen the trails. The first thing he told me on the first ride, he says, "Ray, I've seen your pictures. Never would have thought these trails were as big, as wide, and as beautiful as they were." I don't know if you remember that, Midge, or not, but that was a great day.
Well, Midge might be locked up.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear us, Midge? Well, he'll log out and back in.
Yeah.
He's doing exactly that. But we'll pop that graphic one
Looking
more
to have
time.
a great turn.
Yeah, that's a great ride. And you get people from all New England states coming for that too, which is nice. Here we go. Midge is back, and I think Rob is going to come back too. But can you hear us, Midge?
Yeah, I can now.
Oh, there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I lost everybody there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an in and out game tonight, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The gremlins are out there.
First
They
we're
are.
here, then they aren't.
So did it happen when I signed on? Am I the gremlin?
No,
you
no, it's
are.
been doing that all night, all season actually.
All season it's been doing it. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So, did
Yeah.
you get the change case fixed on the 440, or are you going to run something else?
Well, we're working on it right now. I'm hoping it's going to be ready by, I'm hoping to see it this weekend so I can take it out for a little test ride first.
Right.
But
Right.
she's got a little leak. I just don't want anything to happen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I missed the ride last weekend with you guys. Really wanted to go, and
Mine ran perfect with that Amsoil.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no smell to it. It doesn't even smoke.
yeah,
No.
yeah,
I run a little more than the little bottle. I run a pint to 5 gallons. And some of those guys that race run a quart to 5 gallons of the Dominator.
yeah,
Because they're running racing fuel too.
yeah.
But
No, my TX runs great too. I just
yeah,
that little bit of oil that was on the floorboard scared me a little bit. I just don't want to have that blow up off of me.
yeah. No, it's something you got to get fixed. Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
I don't know if I can make it up there this week. Mark's got something else going on. Otherwise, I could probably go up with him. But
Yeah, I know he's heading on a trip, I believe.
he's got a trip coming up. So
Yeah.
Now I know that over the weekend, Midge and Mark went to a ride, and I was going to put you full screen, Midge. I'd love to hear. Tell us a little bit about that ride, Midge, if you would. Oh, I hope he's not locking up on us. Can you hear us, Midge?
Yeah, I think he froze up.
He's locking up. All right. Well, we're waiting for that to unlock. We've got comments aplenty that have come in. So let me pull those here. Let me find my spot. Okay. Midnight Rider says the Speedway had metal flake hoods like the Viking brand, which other sleds had, some of the other sleds that had metal flake.
Correct.
And did you want to speak to that, John, about the metal flake?
Yeah, it was metal. He's correct. It was metal flake blue were all the production sleds. And then, like I said, the black ones come in from the guys that wanted to do, that were racing on the ovals and stuff like that.
Nice. And then Joe Zenert says, did all the Speedways have Kohler SS motors, or did the 74s have some RS motors?
All SS motors on the 650s. They had a 440 triple was an RS engine. They had a 340 was the RS engine, and the 295 was the RS engine.
Gotcha.
And they made a 440 twin, but that was an SS engine.
SS.
What does the RS mean?
I think it had a lot to do. I know enough about engines to get myself in trouble here, but I think it was their performance engine porting.
Yeah.
The jugs were different. They had 6 bolts on the head on the RS engine versus 4 on the SS engine.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Ben with the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page and YouTube channel says those Kohler free air engines are beautiful. I think John's Black Label beer can was making a good Wi-Fi antenna. He had better reception over there.
Let me try it again. Too bad it's empty.
Tastes great and for a better signal. And then Midnight Rider talks about the Starburst heads.
Yep. They all have Starburst heads. Yep.
Those look nice too. Now, Ida Mayo says, I heard rumors that Speedway was founded by a few disgruntled Rupp engineers. Is there any truth to this rumor?
That is correct. The guys that started Speedway, I think his name was John Morell. I might be wrong there, but I think that's what it was. He was with Rupp. They got mad, went across the street and started up Speedway.
Wow.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. There is some things that are somewhat like the stirrups on the Speedways are really close to the Rupps.
Yeah.
There's a couple other things that kind of resemble a Rupp a little bit, but not exactly the same.
The guy that started Motorski did the same thing. He worked for Skidoo and went on his own. And if you looked at some of the first Motorski tin cabs, they look just like a Skidoo.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Mitch, I heard he was a relative.
Well, that could be, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, he had a good run too. Motorski was a good sled.
Yeah, they made some good sleds, some fast sleds. The Motorski, was it the Sonic?
Yeah, that was after Skidoo bought them back.
Oh, is that's when that came upon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sonic and RV were identical.
Yep. That was a good looking sled.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Sure. Now, David from Alaska Railroad says he has a photo of a bunch of race speedways that he took in Saint Germain last season. He said if I can show it, he'll email it to me right now. If you can send it to me, Dave, over Messenger, and what I'll do is we'll play a video clip and then because it's going to take me a minute to get it to where we can look at it. But yes, please send that if you could. I think that's something we'll all enjoy, and it fits in right with the topic here. And in fact, David from Alaska Railroad has some images he sent me. We're going to be playing those in just a few minutes. Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says, Amsoil, he just renewed his dealership. Thank you to Rob and Mike for sponsoring me. Yes, Ben does Amsoil with us. Yes. Thank you, Ben, for doing that. Midnight Rider says, is Rob going to get to Beausejour, Manitoba for the races this weekend?
No, that's 28 hours for me. and last week it was 40 below there. So,
wow.
But I'll be watching it on Bonsai Production.
Yeah.
It's a great looking track. Oh, it's big.
Nice. And Bonsai does some good stuff.
Yes, he does. Yep.
Oh, and then Ben was saying the Gremlins were at bay when John was holding that Black Label can. Yeah, it's true. That did start that all of a sudden. So maybe there's something to that.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe the Gremlins are in the can. I don't know.
Does it work better? Does it work better if it's full?
There we go.
Look at the size of this. This was a Black Label beer, a bottle back in the day.
Yeah.
This thing is old.
Wow.
King size. They call it a king size.
That's a two-fister right there.
Yeah,
That's
it really
one,
is.
Because when my dad used to drink it, they were kind of short bottles, like little barrels.
Stubbies.
The
Stubbies,
Stubbies,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That was popular back then, the Stubbies.
yes.
Yeah.
Now I've got that video clip from David at Alaska Railroad. He sent me some images from Eagle River. I think it was over the February the 14th. And I'm trying to open the folder here. My computer's choking here tonight too. The gremlins are everywhere. But if I can get this folder open, I'm going to play. I made a little video montage, and we're going to look at that. Here we go. All right. So let's stand back, everyone. We're going to look at this montage from David at Alaska Railroad. And it's going to take a minute to load, I'll bet, like it always does. So yes, thank you to David from Alaska Railroad for those images. Appreciate that. Reactions to that, guys?
What was that first one? The orangey yellow.
That might have been a Botel. I think there was a boat. Oh, that one. I don't know what this one was, but there was one that was a Botel.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I don't know what this
I
one
think
is.
that's an Aaron's, isn't it? This little orange one?
Oh, could be.
I think it's an Aaron's.
Looks kind of like their lawnmowers, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't get
everybody
to
was
see
involved
it.
back in those days.
That's a pretty sled, that blue one.
Yeah. Is that a auto ski maybe?
Maybe.
Auto ski, weren't they blue?
Yes, I think so. And this
There's
one
that
was a
orange
Botel.
one.
I
Three
think.
headlights.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
it
a
was a
Grand
Botel.
Prix there.
Oh, Grand Prix. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it has different handlebars than I've ever seen before in a
Right
snowmobile.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul's got one in his museum.
Who made the Grand Prix?
Not sure.
And then this sled on the right here in the corner, I think that might be a Speedway.
I can't see what you guys are looking at, so
That looks like a Speedway.
Yeah, I'm 98.6% sure it's a Speedway.
Yeah.
Nice King Cat there. Some Polarises.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Now we've got comments that have come in. Oh, David from Alaska Railroad says he's not able to send the photo, but it's on his tablet. But what we'll do is if you can send it during this week, David, we'll try to show it next week. And I appreciate you doing that. And thank you for these images too, by the way, that we've just been looking at. So Armin Buto says both Rupp and Speedway were made in Mansfield, Ohio. Thus the similarities. Our good friend Dirk Seams is here saying good evening. Nice to see you. Otter Tail Lake, I believe, is where he's watching from. Mike Whiteside says great video. Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says, "Nice video, David. We saw one of those ice cycle contraptions at a local show here in New York. Very cool." And yeah, so I think we're caught up on comments. Let me
Which
change
one was he
screens.
talking about? He's seen in New York?
I think that was the first one. Let me
Oh,
go
the
back
red
to
one.
that
Yep.
here.
Yeah, looked like made by a tractor company. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a little riding lawnmower from the late '60s. But cool. So we've got a few more video clips. So we've got about 15 minutes left. Let me load up another one here. We've got oh, let's see, where was I? Okay, so since we've got Ray on here, I've got some images, like an image montage from his fall show that he does in September. Do you want to talk that show up real quick, Ray, and then we'll play that clip?
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have the show this year. Some things came up, and but that show was, I think the clip you're going to show are probably from my drone footage, maybe from the show 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Labor Day weekend. It's the end of September, and it's always beautiful up here. Then leaves are turning. Great time for people to get ready for the winter and see all these sleds and get the blood boiling again.
Yes, get into the spirit of it. Absolutely. Well, let's take a look at that. This is the drone footage. And there's no music here, so anyone who wants to comment is welcome to. Polaris is well represented.
It looks like Mark's Blizzard, isn't it?
Yes. And that's Mark and Tom. I always draw a blank on Tom's name. And then Jim Murphy. The three of those guys are serious builders.
Yep. They put together some beautiful sleds.
Yes. Because Mark, the guy in the kind of lighter shirt, he did that Blizzard, that racing Blizzard, that cat, that not trail cat. What do you call cross country cat? That was done by Jim Murphy, and I think the cat in the center there on the right was by Jim Murphy, and then Jim is the one I think kind of in the greenish plaid shirt, and then the black and white plaid shirt. That's Tom. He did that. It's kind of a hybrid that he did on the right. That red one, that racing sled.
Is his last name Waters?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's who it was.
Yes. And between the three of them, they always bring some great sleds, and they're builders themselves, so they do some really great restoration work, fabrication work. Because that
was it just a show and shine, or was it a flea market too?
It was a flea market also.
Nice.
Yeah. It had pretty good. I think that's Ray's sleds right there. Ray Parento.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yes, right there, right in the center of the Rups and the Twister.
Yep.
And what's that next one?
That's an old cat. That's Steve Dickinson's. In fact,
Steve Dickinson's. Yep.
Yep.
That's behind. Yep. Steve is behind there, and I'm talking to him over there.
That got the best of show that year.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And Mark's Skidoo got the best race sled.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and when this is finished, I'm going to put that prayer request up for Steve Dickinson one more time.
Yes.
And I need to check on him too and see how he's doing.
I know. I just heard about that just recently.
Wow. Yeah, and to people who aren't sure what we're talking about, he fell on the ice around Christmas time and had a serious spinal injury. He's been in the hospital since. Last I heard a few weeks ago, he was in rehab. So hopefully he's gaining some ground there and making some progress. Hopefully he can go home soon. He might even be at home, but by now, I don't know. I hope
Mark
so.
Said he's getting a slight amount of feeling in his feet. So let's hope that that comes back,
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
For sure. Because those of us who go to...
a lot of his sleds off, so...
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. And those of us who go to any of the shows in northern Vermont and New Hampshire, Steve Dickinson is a good friend to all of us.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a very serious collector.
He has just the best stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
And there's the mini bikes.
She brought a hell of a collection.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a she?
Yes.
It came down to tires on that, didn't it, Mike?
Yes. Yeah, it was close.
Yeah. It came down to one had newer tires than the other one, and it's the only way we could come up with a trophy for one of those bikes.
Yes. Now, Ben is saying, this is Ben from the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page and YouTube channel, says there was some really nice mini bike collections at that show. He says, I was fortunate to get some footage from Mike. If anyone is interested in seeing those, the videos are posted on his channel. So do check out the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page and YouTube channel to see those. That's I was able to get interviews, and he's got those. Jim Thompson has one of the most complete Honda collections anywhere. Kim Thompson, yeah.
That's who had those bikes there, Kim Thompson. I had to think of her name.
Those bikes at the end there. Those were
Right
Kim's,
there.
I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and Ivan Mayo says the Grand Prix snowmobiles were made by Botel. Okay, I thought so. And then let me switch screens here. We've got to give a shout out here to our good friend Steve Dickinson. He's a good friend to all of us. Please include him in your prayers, because even if he's doing well, I'm sure he's still got a long way to go on his journey with this. And please include him in your prayers, because he can sure use them. He's a good friend to all of us, and he's as serious a collector as they come. Even if you don't know him, and if you're not from Vermont or New Hampshire, he exemplifies the spirit of this hobby, and he's just a great guy, a great friend. And yeah, I'm sure Midge and Ray will second that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, wonderful guy.
Yeah, good friend to all of us. Well, cool. So in the few minutes we've got left, I've got another clip from Ray's show. This is some still images, I believe, that Ray took. I put them into a montage with some music. So let's take a look at that. So it turns out I lied. Those weren't Ray's images. Those were my video footage. But
yeah,
it is from that Pittsburgh show in September. But
beautiful sleds.
Yeah, you had a good collection there, Ray.
Yeah. There
Now,
was some
John,
beautiful.
John, were you able to view any of this?
Yeah, I got it. I finally figured out how to do it now.
Oh, good, good. Because
Yep,
I didn't want
yep.
you to miss it.
Yeah, that's a nice looking moto ski.
Yes, we were talking
think
about
that's a
Tom
drag
Waters
sled.
earlier.
Yeah, that's
a
pretty
straight
cool.
ahead sled.
That's a hybrid that he did, I think.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like Mike Stratachek's oval sled.
Oh, sure.
Really?
If you know who Mike is,
Yeah.
he's out of Canada.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice. And then we were
Huh.
talking about those three builders earlier. Now, that Panther is Jim Murphy's, but Jim also did this cross-country cat, and there's a lot of custom fabrication going on there,
Nice.
especially that
Yeah.
rear suspension and running boards and the seat and everything. He did some impressive stuff in the front
He
suspension.
did a nice job with that.
Yes, and then Mark Belanger. We were talking about Mark.
Yeah.
Mark's name comes up a lot on this podcast.
Should have him on.
We should. I've got interviews with him. I'll have to play some. It's from a few years ago, but I'll have to play some of those. Great guy, great friend, great fabricator. He's one of the best fabricators in the East for sure.
He is. He
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But any other reactions to this or?
No, just all good
Well,
looking sled.
That took best of show at the national show the year before. And Mark was able to purchase that. And he brought it to Ray's show, and heck, it took best race sled in that category there. So
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, and I've got an image of another sled that Mark did. Right
Yeah.
here. I think Mitch might know something about this sled.
Yeah.
I recognize that person.
Who's that
That
little
was the
guy
last
on that
time I went
sled?
to Pittsburgh. That was the last time I went to Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we got almost 2 feet of snow the night before that ride.
Wow.
Yeah. We were treading a lot of snow then, boy.
Yep.
And that was
Yep.
brand new engine. And you couldn't have broken in an engine in worse conditions than what we had there.
Well, I think Mitch might be freezing up.
Oh, yeah. I thought I lost everybody, but
Yeah,
Oh, he's back. Okay.
I'm here.
I'm still
That
here.
was Midge. I was hoping you'd tell us what Mark did with that sled because that's not what it looks like.
Yeah, that was a 1977 Polaris TX440
Wow.
from the factory, but I had him turn it into a 1975 Snow Pro sled.
Did a great job.
Yeah, it looks
He did a
nice.
good job.
Very nice.
Yep.
For sure.
Did you get it out this year, Mitch?
What's that, Rob?
Did you get it out this year for a ride?
Yeah, I ended up we went for the Franconia Notch ride Sunday.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I
with
did
Mark.
get it out.
Yeah, he went with Mark too, by the way.
Yeah. Mark
Yeah.
had a Mercury, and he picked me up, and down we went. Yeah.
Yeah, next time you talk to him, Midge, you should see about getting him on the podcast. I know I've asked him a few times, and
Yeah.
I've never been able to close the deal. But you're better friends with him than I am. Maybe you can.
Well, you know what I'd like to do, and I told him when his dad gets well enough, I want to get him, his father, Ben, his son, and maybe Aaron, his brother, and get those guys in front of a camera and talk about their, restoration. And he's got all kinds of sleds in his shop there. You could make a show on it.
Oh, for sure. And between that, with
Yeah.
that family too, the racing history with that
Oh,
family.
the racing heritage. I mean, you could have him on your muscle car podcast one night because of his race car business, and then on the Vintage Sled podcast the next night for his snowmobile racing. So
they're true motorheads. True
they
for
are,
everything.
they are. I mean, look at
True.
the championships they won at Riverside Speedway.
Yep.
And George Stone was the winningest driver in history at Riverside Speedway. And guess who built his car?
Yep.
Yeah, Ray Belanger.
Yes.
So and then he built winning cars for his grandson. He built winning cars for his sons.
Yep.
So
Yep. A lot of winning race sleds and
then they built snowmobiles, and they've got a couple of Kilkenny Cups, and they've won about everything going. So
yes.
And then they restore and they win trophies on their sleds that they've restored.
And a great family also. Great people.
Great family too. Yeah. You can't beat them.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the guy who owns this sled right here, Mark Belanger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to put context to what we're talking about. And before we close out, we've got a few comments to take. This hour has flown right by. Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page and YouTube channel is saying we will keep Steve in our prayers for his speedy recovery. Appreciate that. And I encourage others to do that as well. Also, Armin Butte is saying still in shock over the loss of Bobby Dodge, as we all are. And I've got a graphic for that. Let me pop that, remembering Bobby Dodge here for a moment. He was a good friend to all of us in the East as well. He passed away just a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. And I'm trying to find the rest of these comments. Oh, Midnight Rider says, thank you so much, John, for all of the info on the Speedway snowmobiles. He loves learning about the rare, few, and far between sleds. Yes.
Yeah, we learned a lot about those.
Yeah, I don't know it all, but you learn every day. You learn every day on these things.
And then our good friend John Springer Jr. is talking about that moto ski. He says
moto ski.
It's an 81 Snow Pro. Yeah, let me pop that one more time.
Yeah.
And David from Alaska Railroad says, my night is complete. The sight of a TX just sets the stage for me. Yes.
He loves the TXs.
Yes.
Man right after my own heart.
Yes.
Yeah. And then let's see. Mad Dog says, nice show tonight, guys. Enjoyed it. See you next week. Yes, and we're on next week. We go till the end of this month, and then we do the season finale the last Thursday, which might be the 26th of the month. We'll do the season finale, and then we'll come back in October. But we will transition to the Muscle Car podcast through the summer months. And if you still like this podcast, we do replays through the season, through the summer season, every Thursday night. So there's always something in this time slot. So if you need to get that fix of your vintage snowmobiles, there's something there for you. Ben says, great show, gentlemen. Thank you for sharing your collection, John. See everyone next week. And Ben, want to give him a plug one more time. He does the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page and YouTube channel. Be sure and search for that if you like mini bikes from the 60s and 70s. So we're going to go clockwise around the room here for some quick final comments. Ray.
Well, I was just like Alaska Dave, seeing those TXs, watching that one stare me right in the face. I'm just itching to get mine out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you've got a beautiful TX.
Thank you.
And go ahead, Midge.
Yeah, nice to see Ray tonight. And John did a nice talk up on those speedways, and we learned quite a lot about those tonight. And yeah, so it was all around, and the videos. Yeah, very good show.
For sure.
Yeah, there's Rob.
I'm back.
Yeah,
and go ahead, John.
Back.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for inviting me onto the show. It's nice talking to you guys and seeing your faces here and talking to you guys a little bit. It's always nice to get out there and talk about snowmobiles that a lot of people haven't seen, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, yeah, thanks again for inviting me.
For sure. Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. That was an eyeful tonight. We appreciate that. And go ahead, Rob.
Thanks. It was a good show tonight. Had fun doing it. And John, thank you for educating us.
Hey, not a problem,
it's
guys.
nice to learn something new about a different snowmobile that you can see but not know the history of it.
Sure is, ain't it?
For sure. And before we close out, I'm going to do something just a little bit different. I'm going to pop the prayer request for our good friend Steve one more time. And also just a quick memory of our good friend Bobby Dodge, who passed away a couple of weeks ago. Hoping for him to rest in peace. He was a great friend to all of us, and we do miss him. That being said, last word goes to Amsoil, and look forward to catching you all next week. Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thanks again.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today we're going to be talking about Amsoil, and in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the Amsoil experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
Amsoil has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, Amsoil will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. Amsoil sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering Amsoil. Is that correct?
It is.
Wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an Amsoil order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. and you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click add to cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click view cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click checkout now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL preferred customer program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up, and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business. That's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.